Hello, fellow Scav, how are you doing? Well, he wasn't friendly. Hello everybody, my name is Jonathan, and in this video we're going to have a look at what are Scavs versus PMCs. In Escape from Tarkov, if you press Escape from Tarkov, you get to a screen where you get to select if you want to play as your PMC, your main character, or the Scav. So as a Scav, you get a random set of equipment, and your job is basically to loot, be nice to other Scavs, and extract. So basically your Scav is a fallback mechanic too when you run out of money on your PMC. Also as a Scav, you usually start much later in the raid, which means lots of PMCs have already left or have been sent to the loading screen by other PMCs. You can't really complete any quests on your Scav. The only thing you can really do is scoop loot, collect some items that are relevant for quests, and to boost your Fence reputation. So Fence is one of the traders, and he buys everything that the other traders don't want because it's too shitty. But also he has this level 4 loyalty tab, I guess you call it for the other traders, the maximum reputation tab, which is unlocked at Fence reputation 6. Every time you extract as a Scav without having murdered any other Scavs, you get 0.01 points in Fence reputation. There are other ways you can increase your Fence reputation with. For example, if you as a Scav or as a PMC use any of the co-op extracts, for example on Interchange, Lighthouse, Reserve, or Woods. The cool thing about an increased Fence reputation is that you decrease your Scav cooldown. So for example, at the max Fence reputation of 6, your Scav cooldown is only 5 minutes. And I think at 0 it is 30 minutes. So I can highly recommend investing some in your Scav reputation. You can't decide which gear you bring into the raid as a Scav. On your PMC, you can equip cool things like night vision, you can build your own guns, you can bring as much ammunition as you want, and you can get to keep things in your secure container. So you get to keep some things even if you die. As a Scav, there's no such safety net. So I would recommend using your Scav on the map that you're familiar with, or to learn a new map, and then to go to the loot spawns that you either need for a quest, or for medical supplies if you're short on them, or whatever else you fancy to do. And on your PMC, focus on quests and a little bit more on survival. When you play as a Scav, Scav bosses might still attack you if you're below Fence reputation 6, so you should stay clear of them. Raiders and rogues will also aggro on you. Other Scavs, however, the regular Scavs, will mostly leave you alone unless they witness you shooting another Scav. So if you kill one of them, all of them will hate you, or at least the ones within a certain radius. If you meet a player on one of the maps that has a co-op extract, try to VoIP them and offer to extract together. You can of course also engage other PMCs in the match, but you will probably be slightly outgunned, as they will probably be bringing their best armor and guns to the battle. So here I am on one of my favorite Scav routes on Reserve. I usually Scav on Reserve because you get more and more extracts the higher your Fence reputation is. So you can see I have a very long list of them. And there's lots of weapon attachments on Reserve that are up for grabs that people usually don't loot. They either look for the boss or look to kill some raiders. There's a friendly Scav over there, you see. He will not attack us even if we get very close. Our PMC would already have emptied his Saiga shotgun into our belly. And since most PMCs either have killed each other or left the match voluntarily, it's rather smooth. Hello, fellow Scav, how are you doing? Well, he wasn't friendly. On your end screen, with one of the recent updates, you can actually see the player name and their Scav name. And if you suspect they're cheating, you can even report them for that. However, I think this was a pretty clear case of somebody just not wanting another player Scav in the match for whatever reason. As you can see, due to my high Fence reputation, my Scav cooldown is 5 minutes, and we're already back at 4. So this is one of my usual Reserve loot runs as a Scav. As a Scav, you can pretty much just explore the map, learn the loot spawns, and reuse them later on your PMC. Basically, loot scoot and defend yourself if you have to. These are Gluhar's boss guards, the Scav boss of Reserve. And we're getting shot at. That appears to be an enemy player who's trying to snipe the boss and his guards from the top of the hill or the dome. Alright, we snuck up to one of the boss guards and looted him. And now we need to make up our mind if we want to leave or engage the player that was previously engaging us. We decided to leave the action and head for the extract. At the end of a scav raid, you can transfer all of the items that you gathered to your stash, use them on your PMC later, or sell them on the flea market or to the traders. Let me know which are your favorite maps to scav on, and if you think this video could help somebody else, go one tap that like button. See you for the next one.